Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Smackdown and AEW Rampage review. Um, I could have gone out, but I was like very tired the entire week, so Smackdown was taped, but like the day that Smackdown is taped, Rampage has to be live. Why? I don't fucking know. I was very tired tonight. That's why I basically just decided to stay home. And for some dumb reason, I did actually put on SmackDown for just to see like how it does even play out. Because I already know the results anyways. But even to try to see like how does it play out. I don't know. I guess SmackDown, like even though it was taped, had somewhat of a feel like, at least like I guess like I don't know, like before when Raw and SmackDown they were taped, you could tell they had that taped feel. Now it didn't really. I don't know. Maybe it's a change of production or whatever. Like the increase of production. I don't know. But regardless, like the show, you knew the results and you knew like, especially like this show. Like this show did not feel like a go home show. For freaking what's the? I still can't believe that tomorrow's Crown Jewel. So Ground Jewels tomorrow, but well, anyways, yeah, it's time for your SmackDown AEW Rampage review, and like Crown Jewel, like there's a pay-per-view tomorrow, and it doesn't really feel like it. Definitely, I do feel tomorrow's show will be a big step down from last year's show. Last year's show it was actually like in a way more intriguing. Last year, like, just look what happened last year. Last year, you even had, like, some of the matches that you didn't give a fuck about, you still were looking forward to it somewhat. Like, the King of Ring tournaments, even though no one cared. You had McIntyre, Big E, but you had the matches that people wanted to see. You had Edge and Rollins, you had Lesnar and Reigns, which was really something to see at that first match. And that was actually a good singles match they had. Definitely way better than a WrestleMania match, I will agree with. Goldberg and Lashley, The only match that seemed to be only intriguing is Lashley Lesnar and maybe Reigns and Paul, just to see how that, how they're going to portray that match. I do think it would be stupid if they give fucking Logan Paul the title, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, the show was definitely for a taped show. Like no one really cared. It didn't even feel like it doesn't make any sense because you had Reigns on the show last week. You did this whole taped show last week where after Reigns, you couldn't have had Reigns on the show. You couldn't have done something with Reigns like. And listen, it's fucking pathetic. Like last week's show, it was on fucking Fox Sports 1 because the whole fucking what was it, playoffs or whatever, right? Like, it sucks that you have him on that show. And I understand, but they play off, but he's in Saudi Arabia. That's bullshit. Like, because, again, this is, like, taped or whatever. But, like, fine. And I do believe, like, why even have the show taped? I understand you want to have time for the wrestlers to be at the fucking show or whatever, settled in, whatever. But, like, that gives you the problem, like, why even do the show on a Saturday? Why not do it on the Sunday instead? I don't know. Like, maybe do the show instead on a Sunday because it does affect your quality of your show. And you have done it before. Like, you have had, like, people showed up in, just, you couldn't have fucking wrestlers be on certain shows. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, it doesn't, like, my energy for this is just, I would rather want to have it on a Sunday than maybe, obviously have Monday Night Raw or whatever, and then people can rest on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, simple shit like that. It shouldn't really be that hard. I don't know. They did it before, then they had the fucking SmackDown, this stupid, Saudi show on a Thursday, which I'm glad they're not doing at least. So, I do think definitely way better they're doing it on a weekday, weekend, like usual, like Saturday or Sunday, why not, Yeah, so anyways, grab your Coca-Cola, drink magnificently, buy me some business, go, shit. I don't really... I mean, I always drink it magnificently, but, like, I can't drink it at the moment due to some certain supplements and whatever. But, hey, you know, drink and honor me. But, yeah, so, this show just not, it's whatever. Already seen the results, already know the results. We're just gonna go through it. From what I've seen, apparently with the results, there wasn't really that much of a difference. What I noticed that last time, I mean, some shows I believe they do try to change to make it intriguing. That like, oh, this didn't happen in an order. They're trying to make it like, but turns out like with this show, you know, they basically play it safe. I'm guessing that's what they're gonna do sometime. They're gonna do sometime where they're gonna trick you that this is gonna be the same boring shit where you really, you know, like, what's the point of missing the show or not missing the show? But then they would proceed to do something like, you know, like change up the order or do something to increase, I guess, like the intriguement of the show. Like, oh, this is what happened, and then, you know, the typical like, oh, we'll have some backstage bullshit. I don't know. But so I just don't get it. Like, you had Reigns on the show last week, and you played this show, and you couldn't even have him on the show. I don't fucking get it. But whatever, we'll see what happens there. It said that they mentioned all the, you know, oh, the Reigns and Logan Paul had a, you know, they were at Crown Jewel and whatever. But again, like, that whole idea of kayfabe is fucking rude, because how the fuck is... Apparently Braun Strowman was there too, and all these wrestlers were there in fucking Saudi. Doesn't that... Fuck, how... Like, if Strowman was supposed to be in Saudi Arabia, right? And you had him in apparently some press conference, like, why are you trying to make it like a sport? I don't fucking get it. It's like being stupid. But like, yeah, he's on Smackdown where they were taped and whatever. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't know, people. I just think they don't really know how to explain things properly, but it is what it is. That's wrestling for you. Anyways, the first match. So the show started with the first match, was a no disqualification match with Liv Morgan defeating Sonya Dykeville. This match was extreme. This match should have just been an extreme hardcore. If you want to talk about hardcore, they should be legit doing some hardcore, hot lesbian action in this match, but nope. They said want to go extreme. Apparently, Liv Morgan wants to be extreme, even though the whole extreme shit is over. Why does she be like extreme? I don't know. I will say the match was like, I mean, I don't care. I didn't watch the match anyway. I mean, I will say this. So I did try to see what I missed because, you know, I was home. But I will say this, man. This around the same time, watching the debut of Lopez versus Lopez. By the way, that show, I don't know what to say about George Lopez. Like, listen, I like George Lopez. I like the original George Lopez show. Fucking funny, amazing. But this whole fucking Lopez versus Lopez shit, it's like legit in a way, your typical modern, TikTok-y, millennial, modern day bullshit crap. It's like, in a way, a reboot of fucking the original George Lopez show. I understand it's his real daughter or whatever, but like, fuck. We're gonna have, really, fucking, the daughter's gonna twerk and mention TikTok. Like, come on, what sense does that make? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. But hey, guys, we had the original George Lopez song that you'll wake up at 3 a.m. for, playing a little bit. See? I don't know. They don't got these. So that was during the show, this match, and I don't know. Anyways, this match was whatever. I mean, I don't know. I can see from this picture, like, they're hot. Again, they're hot. They're fucking hot women, but it's like, who cares? I mean, but I didn't buy my big black cows, that's for damn sure. Apparently, Emma was interviewed. I was not in the company for 5 years, you know, like, I don't know, or I was nervous, and blah, blah, blah. She was nervous about that, but not nervous enough to, I guess, steal a fucking phone case, that's for damn sure. Xia Li interrupts Emma, and I don't know, she slaps her, I think, I don't fucking care. The Bloodline are backstage. And Oos, we're gonna beat the Brawling Brutes, Oots. Reigns in Saudi, but they're not in Saudi. Like, what's logic is this? I'm sorry, what's the logic here? I don't know. Natty Neifert loses to Shayla Baszler with Ronda being there. Okay. MVP used his connections to have 5 opponents for Braun Strowman tonight. And yes, Braun Strowman's supposed to be in, Saudi, but he is here. And he defeated the 5 jobbers. Good stuff. What's announced for next week, Santos Escobar was also mentioning Nakamura, talking about him. I don't know, it's whatever. But oh guys, next week, what's announced for next week's SmackDown? Santos Escobar versus Nakamura. Oh, I'm already sold because this will be a great match. What about stories, man? They're legit gonna do a SmackDown World Cup tournament. What? A SmackDown World Cup tournament for what? Isn't this what fucking the Crown Jewel shit should be? Why isn't you're doing the fucking? Yeah, I don't know. Why are they doing a World Cup? I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't know and I don't care. I really don't. And the winner of the Brawling Brutes and the Usos versus the New Day. There was a segment with the Usos coming out, and then the New Day came out, and then all Brawling Brutes. God knows what they were arguing about because I don't care. And then they attacked the Usos. Because, apparently, wow, they're bad guys. Yeah, get it? Because, I don't know, that's a heel thing to do. You're beating up the bad guys, where they're disadvantaged. And then, how are they the bad guys tonight? When the Usos, they got helped by the Bloodline members, Solo and Sammy. But they're the bad guys here when they defended their own brothers or, whatever, their team. Where's the logic there, you know what I mean? Whatever. Am I missing anything? I don't know what else I'm missing, but overall I could just say this show was just missable at the end of the day. But yeah, the main event, Gunther defeated Rey Mysterio to retain the Intercontinental Championship. A certified banger, guys. You got fucking Smart saying that this is a banger or whatever. Because, guys, that's such a cool phrase to say or whatever. Because, my beautiful Walter turns me on with his chops. I wish he chopped my ass or whatever. Listen, I don't mind Walter. I think the guy definitely has a lot of potential. And you know what? The guy is definitely gifted in some sort of ways. And he's definitely in better shape than he used to. And Rey Mysterio obviously is fucking great. I'll be honest with you, the match, I'm not saying the match was bad. The match was not bad. But how can I really care about this match when there's no story? What was the story? Oh, they beat up Rey for 1 week. Okay, well, what's the story there? Why do they hate each other? Again, if you want me to care about a wrestling match, why do the people hate each other? I understand that, Rey won a #1 contender's bullshit. Shouldn't there be at least a story? Why? And besides, why isn't this match happening at Crown Jewel? Why is it? Yeah, and that's also my other problem. So much for making mid-card titles relevant. Why are you doing these title matches on the Raw and SmackDown? Sure, fine, but why not do this shit on the pay-per-view? If anything, Gunther versus Rey, couldn't that be on the pay-per-view? That would actually be, maybe the match would have been way better. And if you'd done a better build, you know what I mean? Heck, even you could have used tonight. It would have been typical, but hey, Gunther's bigger than me, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. I've seen people who are big enough. You're just a typical, big guy that I'm gonna be, cause whatever, simple shit. And you attack me cause you're probably intimidated by me because I'm a legend. It's not that hard. I don't know. I just feel like you had these wrestlers you could simply don't need to really. You could have the matches, right? Liv and Sonya, sure, and whatever. But you could always have done the fucking build to these matches, the last road before Crown Jewel, Logan Paul, Roman, they're facing off, and then I don't know. I don't know, whatever. Let them. I don't know. I'm also just thinking myself, like, but like with this logic, Reigns and Logan Paul and fucking Saudi, how did that make any sense for like Reigns and McIntyre for what they did? If anything, what they did for the Go Home show for that Clash show was way better than this. And like what, like, is it to the UK? Isn't that like longer or just like I don't know? I'm sure Saudi's way longer, but like compared to what 10 p.m. on a Friday night to what 12 p.m. Of you know, I mean obviously it could be a way different timing, but like how would that work out? You know, them being there. I don't know. Whatever. What can we do? I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking into this more stupid. If this worth it, but just in the end of the day, I just think like. In the end of the day, can we just make more shit make sense here? I don't fucking know. Anyway, whatever, it is what it is. Let's move on to Rampage. So Rampage happened, and Mike Tyson is joining the commentary team for tonight, and it's like, why? But whatever, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. Tyson is cool. We got a dream match. Orange Cassidy defeats Kashatui, I don't fucking know. The Shibata guy. I don't know who Shibata is. All I know is this guy. Oh, apparently we saw it before. Forbidden Door. This guy, you know, Japanese legend. Oh my gosh, Shibata. Give me a nice Shibata-sized peanut. I don't fucking know. Like, shut up. Who is this guy? Why should we care? No one knows who the fuck this guy is. Okay? Only Smarks do, and this was a Smarks drinking, like, this, the only reason why this match happened, because it was a dream match of Orange Cassidy that, yeah, think about it, his title match was, if he wins the title match, he could choose his next opponent, and like, I'm thinking to myself, what shit is this, you know? But oh, they respect each other. I don't fucking care. So this North American champion, I don't know, waste of time. Brian Davis and Claudio both want a shot against Jericho for the RH title, and then William Regal wants Jericho to make a choice. Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter defeats Madison Rayne, Sky Blue, and then Toni Storm comes out, and it looks so emotionless. Toni Storm looks stupid coming out, and then like it was so unbelievable her trying to just like not one knockout to this fucking their assistant. And being Britt Baker, but then Jamie Hayter beats her up and holds the title, blah blah blah. It's bad choreography. Jericho accepts Danielson and Claudio's challenge and said that they can add Sammy and make it a fatal four for the RH title. Jericho says when it's just him and Sammy in the ring, Sammy will do the right thing. I'm sure there's gonna be a little ascension between this matchup there. Ricky Starks said, oh, you know, I'm going to join the Eliminated Tournament match, and, you know, I'll be the one to throw Moxley or MJF to the Winter's coming. Yeah, see, Winter's coming. I'm going to come so hard, you know, because with all the other demon. Yeah, so this absolute gay faggot is going to fucking be in the tournament. I hope he loses. By the way, this tournament looks like a fucking joke, by the way. One match, Eddie Kingston versus Ethan Page. Bandito versus Rush. What? Lance Archer versus Ricky Starks, and Brian Cage versus Dante Martin. A bunch of jobbers. I just like, what the fuck? What kind of tournament is this, you know? And Wardlow and Samoa Joe defeat the Gates of Agony. Who the fuck are these people? Like, seriously. And then after the match, Powerhouse Hobbs comes out and lay out the challenge for Wardlow for a championship match in full gear, and I don't care. I don't care. So that was the show for you. Like, literally, Rampage, what a fucking waste of time. Overall, people, this entire night was really a waste of time. You know, I'm sure that, all the sparks will be like, but the Rey Mysterio Walter match or Gunther match will be good. And I'm sure it was. Like, I know I didn't give a fuck much. When I saw, like, sure, the match wasn't bad. I'll just be honest with you. It's just, like, didn't have the... It's just, like... There's not much treatment to me, even though I like Rey Mysterio and I don't mind Walter or Gunther. It's just like, what is the story? You know what I mean? What is the story? Whatever. I mean, am I missing something? I don't know. Maybe the match would be better if I paid more attention. But it's like, the thing is, how can I pay more? Like, but just because one match happened doesn't mean a show is good. I'm sorry. When the show sucks, and one match doesn't save anything, and When there's no story, how the fuck can you really give a shit about the match? Again, that's the problem. It's just for a good match for these fans. That's all the fucking stupid match marks. These marks that like to see men get sweaty without any story and characters. I don't know, whatever. I mean, I like Rey Mysterio, and I like why he had a little promo, you know, that, you know, I mean, I don't remember what he said, but just whatever, but the match was fine from what I saw. Okay, I guess for a main event, fine, compared to everything else, but, like, this could have been also a good match to have in the pay-per-view. What, you don't think the Saudis want to see Rey Mysterio? I don't know, maybe Gunther could have been big there, too. I wouldn't, whatever, I don't know. Anyways, whatever happened, happened. Crown Jewel's tomorrow, and honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not that excited as much as I was for last year's show. And I wish I saw last year's show live. This is actually a show I'm going to see live. Last year's show happened when I was in college. Well, like, I had college classes, and I had to miss that show. And thankfully, I see it later that night, and it was good. Definitely, this show's going to be a big downstep, especially with the whole Saudi-Iran shit that's going on. Apparently, that's a whole big conflict, but the reality, like, I don't know. People say, oh, they should cancel the show. Like, I don't know. Maybe the only thing I'll give a blessing to Iran is I blow up all these stupid gay indie fucks, and maybe wrestling will be safe. I don't fucking know. I'm just kidding. Anyways, fuck wrestling, whatever, or modern wrestling. Till next time, peace out. Bye. I'm tired. Fuck this.